Chompy is this. Chompy is this.
Chompy is this.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
You know the rules.
Oh, Spookies?
Ah!
Ooh. The fact that Shay Moon Zombie is the lead role in every single one of Rob Zombie's films.
I'm shaking.
When you think you have barbecue sauce, but then you open the fridge and you don't have no barbecue sauce.
Oh God, that's the worst. That's awful. Oh my God. Oh God,
It's a nightmare.
You're making me cry.
Frebby Kruber.
Fraggy Cromper.
Yeah.
He's got garden spades for fingers.
He's got spoon fingies.
Spoon fingers.
And mummies.
It's the big boys.
Big boys. We the big boys.
Big boys. Big boys.
Yeah.
Meat treats and complaining about work.
Hot sauce, puking, sweating, cause it hurt.
Maddie, Light, and Jay work.
It's Big John.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's the big boys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Boys Suckin' Podcast. It's me. It's your boy. It's Big John.
I'm Maddie Light.
And we
Are here.
And we're spooky.
With an S.
And you know what time of year it is.
It's
Spooktober!
This is me playing the piano. It's an organ. It's not, like not in your body.
That one got me.
That one got him.
Hey, well, Matt, hey, listen, you already know the deal. You already know the shows. Get on the social media, you'll see it. We ain't gotta keep telling you that.
Because y'all are idiots.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they're idiots.
Because you're watching us, and our stupid is flowing through the screens, flowing through the earbuds, flowing through the speakers, infiltrating your DNA. They're turning the frogs gay.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, hang on. He got really Alex Jones on us for a second. Are we going to keep that t-shirt linked up for a few more days?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Buy this shirt right here. Buy it. It's really cool. Buy it. All right. Let's get into this shit. Keep all that in. I want to keep, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going straight in. We're
Skip
diving.
notes,
We're
skip
diving
notes.
in. Matt, Matt, what did we watch?
We watched
Spookies.
with an S. It's about scary.
Wow,
Wow, that's a lot.
Well,
Most of it's just,
it was like we said, we watched the movie Spookies. It was made in what we thought was 1986, but apparently it was 1988, according to Shudder.
yeah. Either way, it was a year that one of my sisters was born. So
It was in the 80s,
yeah.
mid to late 80s. First thing right off the bat, scary.
There was a skeleton,
Big
a
skeleton.
skull, and
Spooky.
at first he was like, "Meh," and then he was like, "Hey, I'm in a movie."
Yeah,
I don't know
and
why he smiled.
there and the wonderful. Oh my gosh,
He's
I'm
got his
picking
freaking
Xander
sound
up
on his
tonight.
phone.
Oh no, my
And
niece
it's
texted
his
me.
niece. It's one of his nibblings.
hmm.
That sounds like a bad thing, but
Don't like
is,
that.
that is actually a real thing you call different gendered nieces, nephews. You can call them nibblings. Look it up.
All right. I text her. Everything's fine. All right. So, starting off, we have the wonderful, beautiful 80s goofy animation logo where it's like blood dripping down. And it says Spookies, and the dot of the eye is a skull. It was wonderful.
That's how you know.
What I wanted. And we start off first. The first shot of the movie is a squelching sounds in a cemetery with a breathing grave site.
Yeah, it's
with like a big gravestone over it that has chains on it, and you're like, "Whoa, that's spooky."
Obviously, this has something to do with the movie.
Obviously, and we'll get to it at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Keep that in the back of your head.
Spooky, what we thought is a narrator. Come to find out, it's actually the spooky guy.
Yeah, that's the spooky guy.
Oh, look, there's a kid.
There is a kid.
Or no, wait.
There's a bunch of other stuff. Hang on, can I?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I
read this
skipped
out.
that. I forgot that. I
Read
thought
this
the
out.
kid was first, but he's not.
Spooky narrator guy? Yes. Eastern European accent? Yes. White gloves?
Yes.
This movie has it all.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Take it over for a minute.
Thank you. See, I knew you would need to read that part.
It was a lot. There was many things going through my head during this movie.
The soundtrack definitely sounded like it was made from a Casio keyboard from the 80s.
Yeah, a lot of it was just like beep boop.
Ooh. And while all that's going on, scary woods.
It has it all.
And there's a weird kid in the woods talking weird. He's just talking to weird dude in the woods. There's dudes and kids in the woods.
And another guy that we're not sure what he is yet.
Yeah. Weird dude died.
That was the weird dude the kid was talking to.
Yeah, so
in
there's
the
a
woods.
kid. He's like, what are you doing out here, kid? And he's just like, I'm not
snowballs.
scared. I'm just, and he's like, you're running away from home. And he's like, I don't know, maybe. And then he was like, did your parents do something? He's like, no, not really. And he's like, they forgot your birthday, didn't they? And
He's
just
like, how'd you know?
And we're like, oh shit, this dude's a spooky guy. He's a monster, and he's gonna eat this kid. No, he's not.
Nope, he gets dead.
He gets killed by what we think is possibly a vampire at this point,
I thought maybe he could be a werewolf.
or a werewolf, because he has like this weird, like tough looking skin and kind of hairy,
Yeah,
and weird teeth.
like all his sheath are sharp. Okay,
Sheath or
all
tarp.
his teeth are sharp instead of just the fangs.
Yeah, he kills him.
These notes are a horrendous mess because this movie was a horrendous mess.
I'm not sure what the plot is. There's a lot happening, and it's true. We have no clue what's going on. And then, the 80s, when you could still drive drunk. Because there's two carfuls of people, and they're driving on a back road, and they're like, yo, I don't know where I'm going. And every single one of them in the car is just drinking open containered beers.
It's incredible, and there's nothing setting that up, and
They just appear. They're the people.
They're driving.
There are people. I don't even remember any of their names except for, I think, was it Carol?
Carol and Duke.
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 The kids at the spooky cemetery from earlier.
Yep, it's already back.
Classic tree in the road. Now what?
Yeah,
Because we cut back to the people driving. There's a tree in the road. It's not a very big tree. Cool. They just moved it because they literally were like, help me get this tree out of the way. And then three dudes pick it up and
That's what should happen.
toss it out of the way. And then they just keep driving. That's literally what happened in that scene.
I thought it was going to be like there was something going to get them. But they were like, oh no, a tree. Well, let's move it. Okay, we're going now.
All right, I'll let you take over from there. We're at the idiot kid. Idiot kid.
The idiot kid, the weird kid from earlier with the snowballs and the birthday, he is oblivious to scary stuff. Because he walks into this abandoned house that he's never seen before, presumably, and he sees a birthday party set up, and he just assumes that his parents have set it up for him. Even though there's a talking doll and a robot toy that walks into the room out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's really scary because it's this abandoned house. All of a sudden there's a birthday party type stuff. And he's all like, wow, cool. They didn't forget.
Wow.
Why would your parents
Yeah,
set up a birthday
you're a
party in an
fucking
abandoned
idiot.
house that has a cemetery in front of it, you dumb little
You
shit?
were running away.
If you were my kid, I would throw you away.
Yeah, I'm glad they forgot your birthday, idiot. Then this, like, we didn't know. We thought it was a little person at first because we're really good at finding those movies. But it was just a kid thing, vampire thing.
Little creepy kid guy.
And he was running around definitely doing mischievous activities.
And he's in like a brown like monk cloak.
And then, what does the kid do but open up the birthday presents on the table? And what's in the birthday present? It's
a
a head in the box!
He says, "Happy birthday, Timmy." I'm going to zoom in on my face because I made a wild one.
Hell yeah. Kid runs away. Let's see. Oh no! What was to happen with the other people in the movie?
Oh no!
Of course, they went to the same house.
Yeah, they're looking for a party. They're just trying to party.
Yeah, Duke's all like, "I know where I'm going," and everyone else is like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "I'm a man. I do alcohols."
Yeah, and look at my clothes. I'm gonna find a picture of Duke here.
What is he wearing?
What is that?
Okay. Let's see. All right, so we cut back to the dude who could be a vampire, could be a werewolf. We're not really sure.
Not sure.
But what do we see on his left hand, John?
A hook.
He's got a hook. Why? Don't know. Doesn't use it.
No clue.
I'll go ahead and spoil that. Does not use it.
Doesn't. At all.
No, not once for anything.
Nope.
To knock on the door, maybe.
Oh, yeah, he knocks
He
on the
knocks
door
on
with
the
it.
door with it.
Just kidding. He uses it, so.
Just a reiterator, the music sucks. A lot of just beeps and boops.
Yeah.
They tried hard. He scratched the kid with his non-hook hand.
Yeah, he's got, like, fingernails.
And then we had to sit through, like, a minute and a half of him throwing, like, a very small amount of dirt every single shot.
He scratched the kid up, throws him in an open grave, and starts burying him alive, but with, like, a little shovel. And he's like, and it's like this, like, a little dirt just on the kid, and the kid's going,
"Yep."
This is very visual. I'm sorry for those that are listening.
Yeah,
he's just like the kid's waving his arms around him, but he's not really getting up or trying to leave.
Yeah,
he's just like
and then he's dead.
He's dead. We don't see the kid
again.
Bye, kid.
And then out of nowhere, we got plot introduced. The narrator from the beginning of the movie is caressing a dead woman, and he's like, it's pretty much just this clunky. He's like, the more people I kill, the more you are gonna come back to life quicker, because that's how I get my power.
Yeah, apparently. So I guess this was the love of his life.
Yeah.
And so everyone he kills within the house or around the house, they get
What is that sound?
spooky things happening
I
outside.
think you just barely hear that on the mic.
If not, it sounded like a little girl screaming. Anyway, oh God, what was I?
Tensions are high.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because yeah. So the people that die, they bring her back to life, and he loves her, and he wants to be with her eternally. Apparently.
Yep.
So tensions are high. It's. Here's white people go touching shit in an old house. Oh yeah, so they go inside the house. They find themselves a room to party in. And old Duke, our boy Duke,
We all know Duke.
he finds a box that has clearly like witchcraft markings on it.
Yeah, like
And not the good kind of witchcrafts, the bad kind of witchcrafts that look spooky and scary.
This isn't the craft. This is witchcraft.
And he's like, "What is this? What is this thing?" And he opens the box, and it's this weird, like, pointy skull thing. We're like, "What the fuck?" Okay, cool. And then some other girl, Carol, she's like, "Wow, let me
Carol!
see that." And they're like, "Wow." And then Duke sees a door with a lock on it. He's like, "What the hell's this? What the hell's this?" And then proceeds to try to break the lock with a chair at first, and breaks chair number one broken.
Chair number one.
Duke breaks chairs.
He might have actually broken 2 chairs at this point.
Yeah, I think so. He might have threw another chair at some point. Anyway, Duke breaks chairs. And then he got a little bit smarter and like hit it with like a iron or something. I can't even remember. He breaks the locks
Fire
off.
Poker, maybe.
And then
There's
opens
tools at the disposal in this abandoned house.
Yeah, opens the door, then oh
no! A skeleton!
It falls out, and then they pull a box out, and it's like, what's this? It's like
It's a Ouija board.
it's a really terrible Ouija board.
It's a Luigi board.
It's a Luigi board.
Wedgie board.
Vampire could be a cat, because he starts making a lot of cat noises, and he purrs, and then he rubs his head on the old evil man's leg.
That sounds like a stupid note, but guess what? fuckers. It's real.
Yeah, it's
He
the
is a
real
cat.
deal. Yeah, it is. Oh no, they got Carol. Yeah, Carol.
Yeah, they got Carol.
Carol started getting wild with the Ouija,
Yeah, she was
And they-
going all wiggleboard on them.
and she started spouting off all this information about the dead stuff, and they were like, "Did you know Carol knew all this? What the fuck?" And then she's all like, and then she looks like a pig.
Yeah, she's like got her lip tucked
Yeah,
up
she's
into
like,
her.
she's like, and she looks all scary, and she's possessed now, and she's a monster.
Possessed.
So oh no, they got Carol. Holy shit!
I don't even know what that was about. I think it was just how backwards bullshit this movie was. So
Yeah.
far. They're throwing shit at us left and right.
So all that shit's happening. They all start scattering. One dude runs outside. That was Carol's man,
Mm-hmm.
and the ground eats him. A gravestone comes up, and like this almost like laser style fire stuff starts writing a
Yeah.
name out, and it's sucking him into the ground while that's happening. And by the time he goes into the ground completely, it says his name. Cool concept, like the idea, was executed really horribly because 1980s terrible budget horror film.
Wow.
But good try.
Good try.
Zombies! Yeah, we got zombies now.
There's a lot of notes that are just introducing a new monster.
What we're finding out is why they're calling this movie Spookies is because there's a lot of spooky things.
Yes, absolutely.
Man, I'll let you go from there, buddy.
Okay. Chess is a big plot point.
Yeah,
It is.
chess.
The whole thing's a chess game. It's not.
At all.
And he wants to get back and protect his queen, which is not how chess works. You don't take control of the other person's queen.
Nope.
Anyways, chess. This is where things get kind of funny. And by funny, I mean like problematic. Duke, pretty abusive.
Yeah, Duke tells his girl all the time. He's like, "Shut your bitch ass up, you dumb bitch."
Yeah, or he like grabs her arm and jerks her back if she's like trying to walk away. It's like,
Yeah, he was like, "No, you come with me, you stupid bitch."
And then what happened right after that? Karma, because that fucking idiot fell down the stairs.
Yeah.
Ah, fooled you.
Ha ha,
You thought this
idiot.
was a regular room. It's stairs.
Coming to probably my favorite part of the movie at this point.
Duke the horny ghost.
He just like they get down there and then he's just like,
We gonna fuck.
"We're gonna fuck." And she's like, "Duke, we ain't fucking right now." And he's like, come on. And she's like, "No way." And she throws a sheet at him and he puts it on his head. He goes, "Oh, I'm Duke the horny ghost."
And then what happens?
Big old
The ground underneath what's her name?
titties. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't see titties the whole time.
don't.
We thought we were.
Really
I
sad.
really thought I was gonna see her boobs.
I know, man.
We didn't.
Damn.
We almost did because she was the cleavage girl for sure.
Anyways, farting mud mummies.
And not an exaggeration. I was like, did I hear a fart sound? Sure enough,
They're farting the whole time.
these motherfuckers fart, boy.
And they talk about the mummies later in the movie, but no one mentions the fact that there were fart noises.
They were just
the whole
like,
time.
they were like, and they would move and be like,
Like, there was one where like she turned a corner and they were like, up.
so much shit.
I mean, if you're a mummy though, gas has got to be built up.
Probably you're just nice and hollow in there.
So anyways, good news. Mummies can die. We now know. If I ever run into a mummy, which is a very scary thing, we've talked about it every podcast.
I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Ah!
Sploosh, because wet.
Wet kills them.
Not even water. Wine works.
Wine.
Anything
that's
wet.
wet, liquid.
Just melts.
It's killing mud farting
Fart mud mummies.
Fart mud.
Farting mud mummies.
So yeah, that's where we're at so far. We've got vampire cat guy. We got weird dude trying to bring his girl back.
We got vampire cat kid.
Vampire cat kid that's in a monk cloak. We got Carol who's now pig face lady.
Yeah.
We got zombies.
Yep. and we've
We
got
got fart mud
mummies.
They're dead though.
Yeah, well, yeah, we had farting mud mummies.
Old Duke, the horny ghost, took care of them.
This is where we realized that every dude in the movie is actually abusive.
Yep.
Every single person in the movie has said something terrible towards women in the movie thus far. Especially the old guy who is now reanimated the corpse of his dead lover. And she doesn't want to be with him, and he's like, but you have to because I did all this work for you. And I'm like, dog, that's weird and manipulative. Why would you say that?
Yeah. He gaslit her hard. It was just like, bitch, it don't matter what you want.
So the next thing is what the fuck is that? And then the next line is a mermaid, and then an undisclosed amount of mermaids.
Yeah, I think there was 2. We're not really sure. Here's a picture of the thing.
What is that?
We don't know. That's another one of those spookies.
It looks like the Ripley's Believe It or Not mermaid.
Yeah, it truly does.
All right. Well, we're at that line, so I'm gonna let you pick it up because I really want you to say this line.
Oh wait, which one?
That one right there. The kitty.
Kitty cat man cowboy boot hook. My boy's got spurs.
He's got spurs, cowboy boots. He's got the hook hand with the kitty cat. He's walking around going, meow.
He's a kitty cat cowboy hat.
He's purring.
Hook man.
He purrs
He
at
purrs,
times.
dude. He's like, meow.
I don't know what they were doing with that feller.
Dude, he's wild. He's a wild one. He's a wild one. Okay, with whoa, hear me out. Electric acid coming zombie. Oh yeah. So one of the people die from this weird thing. It's like, so one dude dies, and there's all of them are couples.
Yeah, they got to be, except for the comedic relief guy.
Except for comedic relief.
We haven't even talked about oh my god, I forgot to write the note. There was pull it out, John, pull it out. He's just like the comedic relief guy. I'm speaking really fast.
And he's just like, hey, I'm crazy and I'm funny. Hey, I'm crazy and I'm funny.
He's got a fucking hand puppet.
Because he has a hand puppet. He's like, hey, I'm fucking crazy and I'm funny. Yeah. And he's like, what do you think, puppet? Am I crazy and funny? He's like, yeah, you're crazy and you're funny. It's insane.
He loses the hand puppet halfway through the film.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't know what happened to it.
He makes it eat chips, though. I just want to go back a minute when they're partying. He's holding the beer with the puppet hand. He takes a swig of it. Then he puts chips in his mouth. Then he puts the beer down, and then he takes some chips and throws it in the puppet hand. He's like, so there's that guy. But anyway.
What a fucking idiot.
So, yeah, there's that guy. So another dude dies because he was the one that got ate by the weird mermaid things.
Right.
But then he's back, and he's like, come on, babe. Let's go. And she's like, oh, okay. And then out comes, again, the electric acid coming swamp monster thing.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, and it's all like ooey and gooey, and like, and these tentacle things come out, and they're like electric, and they wrap around her neck. And as he's killing her, like once you know she's dead, all of a sudden the monster goes, oh, and I just go, oh, he's coming.
And then a bunch of acid falls on her face, and her face melts like
yeah, so I guess he comes acid.
That's pretty hot.
I'm horny.
Horndy.
Oh, God. And then we get to another spooky. Listen, spooky after spooky at this point. We
Truly.
have so many monsters.
Spooky counter's up to like 7 right now.
Stretchy vampire lady.
It's the lady. She's got a big mouth. It's so weird.
It is the goofiest looking, but almost all of the monsters and stuff are either horrible makeup or really goofy puppets and animatronics.
Yeah, it's like rubber suit bullshit. Like, oh man,
they couldn't find an old lady.
Yeah,
they had to just like make a puppet. No budget for punching sounds.
Yeah, there was a. Who was that dude?
Old Duke and an old guy. Yeah, there's this old dude that's dating a young girl. Obviously, he's got some issues. He's a little predatory, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's what we say. That's fucked up.
But
Yeah.
him and Duke finally have it out because they're going at it the whole movie back and forth.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
They finally get in a big old fight.
Punching, but no sound.
Yeah, there's no punch sounds because we don't have that in the budget.
Why would we?
And now we're back to the comedic relief, boy. Uh-oh, they did a racist.
Yep, they sure did.
So there's like a
For no reason.
yeah, it's insane. This what you're gonna obviously know as a monster later on. It's a little Asian woman, and it's the comedic relief dude. And he's by himself, and she's like overly like Asian accent. She's like, "Come this way."
Yeah, it's like very stereotypical. It sounds like Bobby Lee.
But as soon as when Bobby Lee does his dad,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
what it
exactly.
sounds like. He's like, "Oh, you'll come this way." Like it's so bad, dude. And as soon as it shows her eyes and you can tell it's an Asian person, the music's like it does like Asian music.
Yeah, it's got like that like really airy like flute
that airy
sound.
like yeah. And every time it shows her, it does that in the music.
So fucked up. Why did they do that?
And she's this big old derpy spider lady.
Yeah,
She's the next Spooky.
Ah!
Oh,
You have to do that after the Spooky.
Duke's hate. Here we're back at it. Duke hates chairs. He smashes another one.
Smash another one. Fuck chairs. Everybody, all my friends hate chairs, especially Duke.
Oh shit, we went too far. Okay, Blue Oyster Cult moment.
Seasons don't fear the Reaper.
A Reaper statue turns into a real Reaper, and it is silly.
It is
Look,
crazy, and it kills Duke.
yeah, Duke just gets
He
killed
just
by.
but-
He's just like, "Ah!" And Duke's just like, "Ah."
Yeah, and that's the last we ever see of him.
Yep, Duke dead.
And that,
And then, a spider! It's the spider lady.
It's a spider lady. She's derpy.
Not sure what the Asian lady turned into. Probably racist, though.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because she morphs into the spider.
that's right. There's a smaller spider that's on his shoulder. And
Yeah.
then she turns into the weird, crazy monster, and then she turns into a second weird, crazy
Yeah.
monster that becomes a spider.
Oh, God, she's a giant spider thing. And she sucked him dry, boy. This, like, tentacle thing comes out of her mouth. Not sure where it goes, but, boy, she sucks him, and he just deflates. He's like...
Yeah, he's like if
Like
you put,
a damn raisin.
like the videos on YouTube of them putting like the Stretch Armstrong in a vacuum chamber.
Yeah. My boy just got sucked dry, boy. God damn. Here we go. I'll let you go from there.
I know what you guys are thinking. Well, this is really thick with plot. How are we close to the end of the movie?
There's dude, it's just a bunch of scary monsters.
That's all it is.
And people dying.
So after they get chased by that Reaper and Duke dies, they escape. They get out of the house. The whole time they've been trying to get out of this house, and they just get out. And they're on the roof, on the outside, like on the second story. You could totally jump down to the final floor.
Yeah.
And immediately they're all like, "We got to get back in the house."
Yeah, the old dude, the Reaper comes out, and the old dude's like, "You know what? I've had enough of this shit." Grabs the Reaper's staff, throws him off the fucking building. Explosion!
As we all know, Reapers explode.
If you throw them off second floor or higher, explosion.
Everybody knows
Reaper's
that.
Done. So here's the thing: if you encounter fart mud mummies, throw liquid on them.
Wet.
If you encounter a Reaper, get to a second floor or higher, throw them off.
They'll explode.
Explosion. They're dead.
The other Spookies we don't have solutions for, but those two,
Yeah, we know they die.
we got them. Idiots.
Yeah,
Not you
stupids.
guys.
The Spookies.
Yeah, you guys too. All right. That old dude that was reanimating his girlfriend that doesn't like him anymore.
Yeah.
He got fucking lobotomized, baby.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he got ice picked to the cranium.
Yeah, so his what he calls his lover, the girl, she frickin' takes the ice pick. She's like, "I will love you," and she's tricking him, and he's like, "Yes, my love," and then she's like, "What?"
Ha-cha!
Just
Stabs right
Bam!
through the front of his
right in the lobe.
yeah. Which I don't think is possible because of how thick your skull is at the front.
That would have to be one sharp ice pick and one heavy hand.
Yeah, but I mean, she does have the burden of thousands of lives on her shoulders.
It's
so-
true. She's strong.
Problematic zombie. Oh, it's the one that's outside. Did we just skip that? He goes, mommy,
Mama.
Mama.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. They have a child together, which is the spooky little kid child cat guy thing.
Yep.
But what the spooky dude says is like, you have so many you have thousands of children, because basically everybody he kills turns into some type of monster, zombie, something or another, and he calls them all her children. So when she stabs him, she is smart. She gets out the window and climbs down.
Right.
We thought she was gonna fall. She didn't though.
No, she just climbed down.
And then all of a sudden this zombie pops up and he looks a little
special.
Spooky. And he goes, Mama.
It's rough. It's rough.
Mama.
It's rough. She runs away
And she's
screaming.
like, ah! And then do you have it in the notes of how we go into
kind of. So this is the best way I can explain this before John and I start talking about it, because this is an epic climax that is probably the worst thing I've ever seen in film history. It's Infinity War, but with shitty zombies and scary monsters. like every few seconds, you're just like, whoa, no way! Oh, no way! They're here! Whoa! And
Yeah.
she's just talk about
She's
it.
getting
John.
chased by everything. At this point, we've got this crazy like 80s music going full force. It's like yeah, and so all of that's going on. It's really loud, and these zombies and spookies and everything else are chasing the girl, and she's like, ah, ooh, ah. So we think she's got. We think she's got
sure.
Because there's a ton of them that come out of the ground because she falls, and they're
Grabbing her
clawing at her and
legs.
stuff. And like she has like this like almost wedding dress kind of thing on.
Yeah.
And it gets ripped off, and she has like an underdress thing.
And at first we were like,
Oh, boobies! No, no boobies.
No boobies.
No boobies in the
boobies.
Spookies. She gets away. I thought she was dead.
I mean, probably genuinely 3 minutes of her getting grabbed by zombies.
Yeah, we were like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
She's dead now. No, she gets away. But what does she then do? She runs around aimlessly in weird, like, zigzag pattern circle things.
yeah, just letting all the zombies.
running into more of them and going,
It's incredible.
But then there's wide shots where there's clearly more than enough room for her to do a little juke jive or spin move and run away from all of them. And it takes her literally like 5 to 10 minutes of this same fucking music and her just, and like, I don't know if they wanted to showcase every stinking zombie. And
I think that was it. I think they were just like running through the repertoire at that point.
it was something. And then we think she escapes.
Yep. She is running, and then there's one of those. Yeah, you guys remember those old buildings that are built into the side of a hill? So like if you're like not paying attention, you can like walk onto the roof, and you're like, wait a second, I'm on a building.
Yeah.
Old people had those at their properties. She gets on one of those, and then she's like, oh, what the fuck? I gotta keep going because the zombies are still behind me and the spookies. And so she jumps off of there, and she gets into a car, and some dude's like, some pretty boy. He's like, he got blonde hair. He's a handsome fella.
He's like, what are you doing in my car?
She's like, there's a spookies. I don't know. She doesn't say
And he
that.
looks up and he's like, oh
Shit,
like,
there is spookies.
move over. I'll get you out of here.
And they're driving, and you're like, oh, this is it. She's gonna get away.
She's safe.
And then she's like, thank you. You saved me. And he's like, don't you get it? You can't be saved. And you're like, wait a second. And who is it?
It's Cat Guy.
It's Cat Boy.
It's Kitty Cat Cowboy Hat Spurs guy with the hook.
And then it flashes to the
pulsing grave.
Yeah, it does. And then it flashes to Vampire Cat Kid. And then it flashes back to Catman. And then it flashes to the grave. And it opens up. And who's there?
It's the old dude.
Old spooky scary guy.
And he's going,
He's back. Freeze frame on his face.
And
Scene.
that's the end of Spookies. I will say it was a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's totally B, like B horror 80s like
well, and like the 80s were when horror movies started getting real good.
yeah, and like everyone was making them.
Yep.
So you had smaller like bad budget ones like this, and you had really good ones. But at this point, this is Spookies is literally a cult classic.
Yep.
And it's because of how bad it is. It is definitely one of those it's so bad it's good things.
Yes.
Because there was no point where I wanted to turn it off because I was like, dude, this is terrible. It was, holy shit, this is hilarious because it's so bad.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's why it's good. And that's why us here at the Big Boys Camp have to give it
a yummy out of good.
Yeah.
We're giving that a yummy out of good.
That's right, baby.
You know how it goes here. You get a yummy out of good. Sometimes you get a good out of yummy. Right now we're giving a yummy out of good.
Yeah, man.
That's the way it goes.
And I honestly love the ending. I love when horror movies end and it's bad.
Yeah, it's the first one we've watched this year that wasn't intentionally bad, and also didn't take itself too seriously.
Right.
Because that was the issue with House of Bad, as we stated last week.
Yes. And, because it reminded me because this morning when I first got up, I finished off, I was watching it before we left yesterday to a wedding. But shout out our boy Austin and,
Austin
our homegirl
and
Aslan. They got married. Congratulations. We got to witness it. We love you all. Congrats,
Y'all got married.
Congrats,
It was
congrats.
cute. It was super cute. We
It was
love
a cute
you.
little wedding.
Mwah.
Yummy chicken.
Yummy chicken.
At the reception.
And little burgies.
And little burgy boys.
Me and Joe love to itty bitty burgies.
They so yummy. Anyway, we're off track, but yes. So I woke up this morning after that, and I finished that movie. I was finishing the early, or like 2010s Friday the 13th remake.
Oh, yeah.
That has Jared Padalecki from Supernatural in it.
Yep.
And I'd forgot it ends like that because it ends like they're there and they're like at the dock and they push Jason's body off and they're like, oh, it's over. And he's like, okay, come on, let's go home. And then Jason pops out and grabs her and pulls her under the water. And that's the end of the movie. I'm like, yeah, baby.
Love when movies
I
end
love
like
when
that.
it does that.
Love
because
the open end.
It just feels more realistic at that point. It's just like, okay, this is a bad, scary, like, there's no way you're going to defeat it.
Yeah.
So, good on Spookies.
Thank you, Spookies.
Thank you for ending on that note and just killing everyone and ending with the bad guys winning. Because sometimes it has to happen.
It's super dope. So, fun fact, we had to add this movie to our list of movies because we miscounted. And we thought that there were 4 Mondays in October. There's 5. And so that means you get another episode of Spooktober. Next week, we're going to be dressed up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You already know that's happening.
Yeah,
because it comes
baby.
out on Halloween. We're going to be watching this crazy movie that everyone has suggested to us. By everyone, I mean Reddit really wanted us to watch it. It's called Chopping Mall. And I watched the trailer for it. Gotta be fucking good.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be another Spookies for sure.
Yeah,
and
most
I
definitely.
am excited about it.
And we are
Here.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're super stoked for it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Yes.
From everyone here at Big Boys Talking, I am Maddie White.
I'm Big John.
And we
Here.
we're Spooky Boys Talking.
Cowboy
hat, hook hand.
spur guy.
And this is Big Boys Talking.
Meow.